Welcome. How we doing, everybody? It's Matt Ritchie here on Wednesday, July 15th, I think? 16th already. Wow, July 16th. And at 6 o'clock, so we're going to give a minute or two for everyone else to get on and get connected so we can sit down and have a really fun hangout. Hope everyone's having an amazing start to the week. Happy hump day. We're halfway through the week. And I don't know about yourself, but I got some pretty fun plans this weekend. I'm flying out to Boulder tomorrow to spend some time in the mountains, connect with nature, and definitely do some meditation. So give us one more minute while we wait for people to shuffle on here. So if you can hear my voice, go ahead and type "let's go" in the question box, and as soon as I see everyone is on, alert, and ready to roll, then we will get started. Nice. All right, we got people popping on left and right here, so let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Matt Ritchie, and this week we are going to be focusing on meditation. So meditation 101, why it's important and how you can start today. So meditation got many, many benefits, and we're here to kind of dive into why it's important and why you will be doing it after you listen to this call. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Matt Ritchie, and I am a lifestyle architect, and basically have been on a journey of helping people create a life that they're excited to live and that fulfills their, their dharma, their place in the world, and also having a hell of a lot of fun doing it. I feel a lot of people feel that they have to give up fun and give up passion sometimes to do good work in the world or to do things that change our world, and that's just really not the case. So for myself, certified master NLP practitioner, world traveler, mentor, entrepreneur, and above all, lover of life. And if you're here listening to my voice right now, then I thank you for taking the first steps that you want to change your life in a way by using meditation to really make a shift in your life. So let's get started, shall we? I'm excited. So what does it even mean to meditate? Meditation, what is it? Well, the definition of meditation is, there's our daily train going by here by the beach. Meditation is really to engage in thought or contemplation or to reflect. And that's the really basic, cookie cutter Webster dictionary of it. But for me, meditation is that and so much more. Meditation is really more of a category. It's like saying sports or music. Well, sports and music have so many subsets, so many different categories, so many ways of playing sports or listening to music that it doesn't do it justice to just say meditation. So meditation is not just this one thing and you do it and you're done and there's only one way to do it. No, meditation is something that is very broad and very different compared to where you live in the world and what your belief system is. So let's jump right into what are some of the different types of meditation. So types of meditation. These are just 4 basic categories I have right here, but you have your mindfulness, Vipassana, and if anyone's familiar with that, it is basically, it is just thinking, or I'm sorry, focusing your thoughts on your breath and really getting clear on what the breath is and where it's going and how it's handling things. So Vipassana is something that has been perfected over the last hundreds of years, and they do retreats where they do 10-day silent Vipassana meditations. I actually signed up for one of these, and it actually didn't end up working out on my schedule. I didn't go, but Vipassana is really a basic meditation where you're just seeing, you're closing your eyes and you're breathing and you're focusing your breath on, and you're focusing your concentration on your breath. And this is a really basic meditation, but it's a really good way to start out if you've never meditated before. So another kind of meditation is transcendental meditation, or TM, as you'll hear referred to. So TM is something that I actually went through a course and got certified in and got my own mantra. But TM is exactly that. You get a mantra, and then while you're meditating, you will focus your attention and keep repeating that mantra. And that mantra is very sacred, and it's very spiritual in a sense. So TM meditation is a very spiritual practice. It's based around a mantra given to you by someone who is trained in TM and someone who has practiced for a very long time. And transcendental meditation was one of the main kicking off points for my meditation practice. After I started meditating, TM was the very first thing I studied. So I went to a teacher and got a mantra, and really that started off my meditation journey very early on. So the next one here, we got Kundalini and Qigong. So if you've ever heard of these two things, some people refer to Kundalini as a yoga practice, and yoga can be interchanged with meditation depending on how you use it in the context. And Qigong is also a very meditative process, but they're both physical in a sense where you're moving your body, but it's really about focusing on breath and using your chi, or your energy. And the chi, it's believed that the chi is formed all around, inside and outside the body, and concentrating and focusing on it is able to shift energies, shift movement within the body. And Kundalini and Qigong are two very, very powerful, very, I would say, advanced forms of meditation. So I would not recommend that to somebody who is maybe starting out and just wants a basic meditation practice. Qigong and Kundalini are definitely a little more advanced. I recommend taking those on a little later on. And the last one I have down on here is walking meditation. And this is something I love to do. I love doing walking meditations. This is something you can do at any time of the day. It's something that, it's basically a practice in mindfulness, and it's a practice of using the 5 senses. So if any of you have ever been to some of my events, sometimes we'll do a walking meditation where we'll have you go out, be completely silent, be completely present, and be completely tapped in to all 5 of your senses. Your sight, your smell, your touch, your taste, your sound, everything. And when you're really tapped into this super present state, it can put you in a very Zen-like position. So this walking meditation is something that's very, very powerful, and it's something you can do all the time, anytime. If you're walking to work, if you're walking anywhere, even if you're not even walking, you can do a sitting meditation where you're just totally tapped into your senses. You can do this while driving, and this type of meditation is really powerful to bring you back into the present moment and to really help you focus on presence in your life. Because I know sometimes I get out of whack, and I don't really have the presence that I would like. So here are some benefits of meditation. So if you've never meditated before, you're never really new to meditation, there's been tons and tons of studies and scientific stuff done with the emergence of brain mapping and just being able to follow certain parts of the body. But lowering your blood pressure obviously is something that we would all love to have lower blood pressure. Definitely helps with the response of the stress hormones, and it's very similar to the way medications actually work within your body. It helps lessen the response to those stress hormones when you're feeling stress and when you're feeling out of sorts. Meditation helps bring you back into your natural state, and you can do all this without medication. So it also increases self-awareness, and some people might be out there thinking, well, why do I need to be more self-aware? What is the point of self-awareness? Well, the thing for me, I really thought about this and really broke it down, was when a thought occurs, how do you react to it? When a thought occurs, what happens next? And when you're meditative and when you're in a meditative state, or you're a person who meditates often and you're able to witness these thoughts from a third-party perspective, and when it occurs, when a thought occurs, you can witness it, and then you can choose. And then in that choice is all the power, all the self-empowerment that you need. In that choice, you can choose to dismiss it, or you can choose to allow it in. So if you have a thought of, I'm not good enough, or I'm not pretty enough, or any kind of disempowering, limiting belief, you can look at that and choose to say, you know what? That's not true. I am good looking. I am enough. I am whatever. And it really takes you out of the equation and really allows you to separate you from your mind, because that's a distinction that a lot of people don't get right away. But you are not your mind. Your mind is a tool within your body, just like your physical body of using it as tools. Your mind is just a tool, is the supercomputer for your body, for your soul. And being able to distinguish and make that choice is extremely, extremely empowering. So definitely increasing self-awareness is a big, big, big one. The next one there is reducing negative emotions. So this one's pretty obvious, but living in a balanced emotional state is something that I think a lot of us would definitely say yes to, no? And that balanced emotional state allows you to come back to like the one before that, where you're able to choose your emotions. You're able to acknowledge a feeling as it comes up and then choose accordingly in that moment. And when we get to this space where we are able to choose instead of just react, instead of just having our natural anchors and natural reactions pop up and take over our life, it's really empowering to do that. It really puts you in a space of feeling centered and feeling balanced. And this balance is really something that takes time, it takes practice. Although it is our natural state, a lot of us are very out of tune with our natural state, very disharmonic in the sense that we don't get to connect with nature as much as we'd like. We are around a lot of radio frequencies, a lot of EMFs, electromagnetic fields, from all the technology. We're in busy, fast-paced lives. We're consistently being engaged, whether it be through social media or people or smartphones or internet or whatever it is. It really takes us out of our emotional, balanced, natural state. So meditation helps bring you back in touch with that natural state and really allows you to choose your emotions and really be empowered to make that choice. And the last one on this list, which is my personal favorite, is a stronger connection with intuition. So if you don't know what intuition is your inner guidance system. It's your compass. It's your ultimate knowing within yourself that when you follow it, it just feels right. Some people can call it, I have a good feeling about this, or I followed my gut, or people say it in different ways, but that natural intuition, that natural state of knowing is something that we all have. We all have this built-in navigation system to get us through life and to really help us make decisions that are going to benefit us. And really connecting a stronger having a stronger connection with your intuition is something that is by far the biggest benefit of meditation for me. Being able to know as a business person, know as an entrepreneur that I'm making a decision that is going to align with my beliefs, that is aligning with my my overall purpose, and really, my values and belief system just really aligns when I really connect with that intuition and don't listen to the outside forces. There's always going to be voices, there's always going to be people, there's always going to be outside forces that are pulling you in different directions. And when you're able to stop and take a moment of stillness and really get present to what your intuition wants, what you really, really want to do, not what someone's told you want to do, not what's been ingrained in your emotions in your head from day one, but what you really, really want to do, that's where the magic happens. That's where that intuition really comes into play. So, lower blood pressure, that's a physical, increased self-awareness, that's all about self. Reducing negative emotions, that's about your mental state. Stronger connection with intuition, that's about your spiritual connection with self. These are all super, super important and really, really beneficial if you're to continue or start and continue to meditate on a daily basis. And just today, I finished 1 month of tracking a bunch of different metrics in my life. I had 11 different categories, different things from trying new things, visiting the beach, calling new people, reading 30 minutes, exercising. And the one thing that I didn't miss at all for 30 days was meditation and visualization. And like we spoke about last week in our how to create a powerful morning routine, that's just part of my morning routine. I wake up and I do my yoga, and then I meditate. And I don't feel like myself. I don't feel connected with my best self until that happens. So really making this a part of your daily practice and really doing it consistently is something that's going to really change your life over time. It won't happen over one day. It won't even happen over a week. But after you do this for a month, 2 months, a year, you're going to start to see some major, major shifts, not only in all these categories I have here, but there's many, many other benefits to meditation and to consistent meditation. I think that's the key here. In anything you do, you got to be consistent at it. You got to do it every day, whether it's 30 seconds, whether it's 30 minutes, doesn't matter. And it doesn't have to be the same every day. I think a lot of people get disillusioned that you have to be sitting on a pillow, your eyes closed, your legs crossed in lotus position, hands out. That's just your prototypical yogi monk position. That does not mean you have to meditate like that. Actually, just this morning, I have a really comfortable chair that I sit in, and I sat just back upright and feet on the ground, just normal like you'd sit. I meditate that way. As long as you're able to sit with your back, your spine straight, so you're able to breathe deeply and really get a connection with your breath, that's all you need. And I'll go as far as even saying this. Meditation doesn't have to be an eyes closed practice where you're sitting on a pillow and doing all that stuff I just said. It can be a lot of things. I've worked with a lot of people, and meditation looks different for different people, where some people, such as myself, I love the stillness practice of sitting and getting quiet and tapping into that intuition and really finding that place of oneness. Other people love to paint. Other people love to run. Other people love to find a flow state where they are disengaging their mind and really focusing on your present moment. So meditation can really be anything, as long as it keeps you present, focuses your attention, and really eases your mind into that flow state. And when you're in that state, you know what I mean, where you're just completely disengaged with the outside world and completely internal. And if you've never experienced that, I'm excited for you, because once you experience that, it's really powerful, and you want to continue to be in that flow state, and you want to find ways to get back in that. And I've done many, many different things, and I can do walking meditations, I can meditate while I'm running, I can meditate during a basketball game even, but nothing replaces the sitting down, eyes closed, breathing, focusing, and really getting present to that breath, because that is where I have cultivated all of my inner knowledge, all of my knowing has come from that space. And I've worked with a lot of people, and some people don't like to do that, but everyone that I've worked with has found that it'd be completely much more powerful than they thought when they start to do that. So if you don't have time to sit every day, at least do a walking meditation, at least do a breath meditation while you're sitting in your car. 30 seconds, it can be as low as that, or as high as 30 minutes or an hour, whatever you want to get into. But just to start, I would say 30 seconds is the minimum. I would recommend 5 minutes. And just if you want to start today, sit down, get comfortable, close your eyes, take some deep breaths, and really just start to focus your attention on your breath and notice your thoughts. Let them come up. Don't chase them. That's the key. You're never going to have zero thoughts, because you're going to have your mind is always bringing things in. So just acknowledge they come in and let them go. When anything pops up, just let it go. And the thing that I found about the mind is that the less attention that you pay it, that the less it starts bringing things up, the less it really bothers you. So having been a very seasoned meditator now for almost 3 years, it's gotten easier, for sure. And when I don't meditate for a day or so, and I come back, I can notice my thoughts. I notice how much clutter is in my mind. I notice all that mental chatter. And that's why that daily consistent practice is really, really important to taking your meditation to a level that you're going to see results and have that flow state. So if you've never been in a meditative state, I want to take you there. So if you're listening to my voice right now, I want you to stop. I want you to just make sure you're seated if you're not already. Plant your feet on the ground. Get comfortable. And then close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, I want you to take 3 really deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Give me one more deep breath. Good. Now as you notice your breath come back into a normal state, I want you to focus all of your attention on the top of your head. Notice the hairs on the top of your head. Just notice the top of your head. Maybe you've never noticed this before. Maybe you've never focused there before. I want you to go ahead and focus all of your attention right on the crown of your head. And as you continue to breathe, as you hear my voice, I want you to go ahead and move your attention down your head, into your forehead, down through your eyelids, into your cheekbones, down through your face and chin. And as you make your way down through your neck, I want you to go ahead and notice your vocal cords, notice your throat. And maybe give a little hum, and just really appreciate the sound that your body is able to make to communicate. How amazing is that? And as you're moving down through your throat, into your shoulders, down the tops of your arms, through your forearms, all the way into your fingertips. I want you to smile, knowing that you have usage of this amazing body, these amazing hands and opposable thumbs that have gotten you to where you're at today. And then keep focusing on your breath. And as you're going down through your body, through your chest, I want you to notice your heart beating. Really get present to the feeling of your breath and how it sinks in with your heart. Yeah. Once you've noticed that synchronization, keep moving down through your torso, into your stomach, down through your pelvis, into your legs, all the way to your kneecaps, down in through your calves, all the way into your feet as they're planted into the ground, rooted there, keep you stable. And then I just want you to really relax, knowing that your whole body is completely relaxed, completely present, completely reliant on your breath, feeding it oxygen, keeping it alive, giving it life. And now I want you to visualize a peaceful place. It could be the picture of the beach in front of you. Maybe you're on a mountaintop. It could be watching a rainbow or a sunset. Wherever this peaceful place is, I want you to just be there. I want you to smell the surroundings. I want you to hear the wind. I want you to feel the sunshine on your face. And as you get present to this place, I want you to smile, knowing that you've created this place of peace. This is a place within you that no one can take away. And as you're at this peaceful place, off to your right, I want you to notice your best self walking towards you. Now this is you at your best, at your highest vibration, shining brightly, walking towards you, more confident, more sexy than the best you've ever felt. And as your best self comes walking towards you, I want you to just notice how they walk. Notice how you imagine yourself at your best. All the qualities, maybe your hair looks different. Notice the outfit you're wearing. Really get present to what qualities are present in your best self. And when your best self finally makes his way to you, I want you to go ahead and embrace them. Give them a hug. Know that they are there to help you along your journey. Know that they are a part of you, that they are inside of you, that you are one with your best self. And as you notice all of these qualities present within you, I want you to go ahead and bring all these qualities back with you, back into the present moment, so you can use them in your daily life, so that you can be your best self every single day. And now that you have integrated your best self into your conscious mind, I want you to smile, knowing that you can come back here at any time. Wherever you're at, you can just close your eyes, come to this space, and feel this amazing presence of your best self bubbling up from underneath, from within you. Yeah, feels good. So now that we've anchored in your best self, I want you to go ahead and come back to your body. Wiggle your feet, maybe tap your toes. Do circles with your fingers and wrists, and really come back into your present body. And as you're back, I'm present to the time. It's already 6:30. Man, time flies when we're having fun. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up to questions here, and go ahead and submit any questions you have. And it can be around meditation, it can be around anything that came up for you during that visualization. Whatever it is, there are no silly questions. I'm here to answer any question you have. Awesome. So one of the first questions presented here, what is the definition, or sorry, what is the difference between prayer and meditation? And that's a great question. So the difference between prayer and meditation, well, for me, the difference between prayer and meditation is not much. It's really semantics when you think about it. Meditation is a place that you go where you get centered and you tap into your best self, connect with your inner spirit, and really call in whatever energy, whatever life force that fuels you. And if you ask anyone who prays, they'd probably tell you something similar, where they're getting quiet, getting present, and tapping into their source of power, whether it be God, whether it be the universe, whether it be anything that brings you power, whoever you're meditating to, whoever you're praying to. It's really the same thing. I wouldn't say that they are always interchangeable, but I think the essence of them is the same. The essence of prayer and meditation is the same in the sense that they're both places of power and stillness. And if you're able to cultivate stillness, and then you can find your power, then you can connect with that power. And myself personally, I go within because I believe that God, that universe, that spirit is within me, and that I can cultivate that from within. So I meditate to cultivate that inner knowing, that inner power, that inner God within me. And when I come to that place of stillness, that's when it's most present. That's when it's most powerful. So it doesn't matter if you pray or meditate, as long as you're tapping into your source of power, that's the main goal. Great question. Here we go. How do I start meditating? Simple question, simple answer. If you want to start meditating today, tomorrow, whenever, here I'm going to give it to you super, super simple, all right? This is a can't miss, can't fail recipe. Block off however long, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever it is, and find a set of headphones. And put those headphones in your ears, or earplug, external noises. And then find a comfortable position, whether it be seated, whether it be on the ground, in a chair, it doesn't matter. But make sure your back is upright and really find a place of stillness. Find a place where you can connect with your breath and start like we did today. Do 3 really deep inhales through your nose and fill up your stomach, and exhale out through your mouth. Really let your physical body get present and be relaxed. So the more you can relax your physical body, the deeper you can go into your spiritual meditation. So sit down, block off a time, sit down, put headphones or earphones in, or earplugs in, do some breath, relax your body, and then just focus on your breath. And notice your breath, and as you notice your breath, thoughts are going to arise. And as thoughts arise, just acknowledge them. Don't make yourself wrong. Don't make it bad. Don't do anything. Just acknowledge them and let them go. If I'm sitting here meditating and I think of, oh, I wonder who won the baseball game. Don't take that and run with it and say, oh, I wonder if Jeter got another single, or what's his name pitched a no-hitter. It doesn't matter. At this space and time, you're present only to your breath. So when you get that thought of, I wonder who won the game, just smile and dismiss it, knowing that you can come back to it at a later point. And the key here is not to make yourself wrong, not to make it bad for you having thoughts, because guess what? Even I have thoughts. We all have thoughts when we meditate. So allow them to come up, allow them to be released, and the less attention you give those thoughts, the less running and further thought you give them, the less they're going to come up, and the less they're going to try and break into your conscious mind. So just focus on your breath. Take inhales in your nose and out your mouth. Just really get present to the stillness within. And another very basic practice, if you want to do this, if you're having trouble concentrating on your breath, is to focus and count. This is one of the early meditations I did as well, is do a counting meditation where all those same things I said, instead of focusing on the breath, breathe and count. 1, 2, and just continue to focus your mind and everything on your number of breaths. And it doesn't matter how many breaths you get to. It doesn't matter if you miss one. It doesn't matter if something comes up in between those. It doesn't matter. Just focus on your breath. Focus on that number. And have fun. Yeah. That's the last thing I would say when you're doing meditation. It's just, I started smiling during my meditations because I realized that this meditative state was so powerful that it was anchoring into my subconscious, and I really wanted to make it fun. So I started smiling during my meditations. So have fun with this. I can post some resource links if you guys want some information on how to meditate in these different ways. My thought for you, though, if anyone's a beginning meditator, is just to do what I just said. Find a space, block off some time, sit down, get comfortable, put earphones or earplugs in, start to breathe, and focus. Focus on your breath, focus on numbers, just focus. And then the best thing after that is to do it consistently. The more consistent you do it, like anything, the easier it gets, the more connected you become, and the deeper your sense of intuition and all of those benefits that I mentioned earlier. So, any more questions before we go here? It's 6:37. I want to make sure we wrap this up and keep it in integrity. Okay. No more questions? Well, thank you so much for joining me here today. I had a lot of fun with you guys, taking you guys through meditation, giving you the Basics 101. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, matt@thebluespoke.com. Have an amazing day. I'm really excited for you to start meditating. Leave me some feedback, either on this webinar, in my email, on Facebook, wherever. Anything you loved I did, anything you wish I would do better, anything that you've had breakthroughs on, really anything. And I'd love to hear some follow-ups in a day, a week, a month of how your meditation is going, how it's changed your life, what's new, what you'd like to learn more about meditation, anything. So whatever it is, connect with me. I'm excited to hear about it. Have an amazing day. We'll connect soon. Cheers.